Recently, there was a research study published again in the British Journal of Sports Medicine. These guys are doing some great work. What they did was they studied what they called heavy lifting, resistance training, and what the results would be a year, 2 years, 3, and even 4 years later. Very interesting study. They took 100 people. These people, they put them on a program that they called heavy lifting. I think heavy lifting, I think of power lifters, okay? I think of these guys lifting really heavy weights. Heavy is relative, all right? Let's keep that in mind. Heavy is relative. So nonetheless, heavy lifting defined by the British Journal of Sports Medicine for this research article was resistance bands and resistance training, or high intensity interval training. We call that HIIT. What they found was that strength levels for those who participated in the body weight exercises, the resistance band exercises, the high intensity interval training exercises. Side note, we do that here. All high intensity interval training is getting your heart rate up and then letting it come down. You guys, we've been doing that here. We also are doing resistance training, and according to the British Journal of Sports Medicine, we also are doing what they considered would be heavy lifting by using our body weight, okay? A lot of people think that if you work out, that means go to the gym, take 5 hours out of your day, spend 4.5 of those hours in the gym. That's not true. Working out is going for a walk. It's playing a game of one-on-one in basketball. It's walking around the mall, all right? A similar event happened on the nutrition side. When people think of diet, they think of a restriction in calories. That's not what your diet is. Your diet is what you consume on a daily basis. Back to the study. 4 years after these folks had finished the study, the British Journal of Sports Medicine, BJM, we'll call it for short, they studied these guys for a year, had them work out 3 times a week for a year. At the end of the year, all the characteristics that you can imagine occurred, right? These guys had more muscle density, their blood pressure was regulated, a lot of these guys had gotten off their medications, diabetes had come under control, A1C numbers were great. 4 years later, they still were benefiting from that 1 year of that exercise and that heavy lifting. 4 years later. Don't worry, I'll post this link on the website. Go to the references and resources. It'll be at the bottom of the page. You can read it for yourself. Fascinating study. That's just more testament to you guys continuing to be consistent here in Balance University in the graduates program. All right? So when I give you that homework, it's that important. Here's another interesting study. You want to know the ages of these folks? Over 65. Right? So, good news. Now, I know none of you here are over 65, or you may be right at that cusp. Am I earning brownie points? That's all I got. Okay, let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Let's stand. Let's get behind our chair, and we're going to get busy. We'll start with our assessments. Any questions? Fascinating study. Go mybalanceuniversity.com. Go to the bottom of the page, click references and sources. It'll take you there. Scroll to the bottom of that page and you'll find that link, okay?